What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe, and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We've just hit 20k subscribers, so thank you all so much. Let's get to 30. Check out all the links in the description. Thousands of dollars of free crypto down there, along with signals, COINCALLS, TA, alpha and memes in our private Discord, accessed by signing up to our Patreon. You can also sign up to our brand new Udemy course for serious investors, where we've just released our Basics of Technical Analysis course. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. So we're just taking a look at Verasity here, and as we can see, still looking good on the macro time frame. I've actually just noticed something really interesting that might actually be confluent. Look at that. That is really interesting, isn't it? That must be some kind of Fibonacci or something. Something that I can't quite quantify in my mind right now, but you can see, I've just noticed as I was looking at this chart, this previous resistance here that we did see. You can see Verasity, obviously it launched, sold off, come back up, hit this resistance here. It's come down, consolidated, chopped sideways. We've come up again, and we've come all the way back up. And we've actually retraced exactly to the previous resistance, flipped into support, which is super bullish, isn't it? From back here, this is obviously a macro timescale back in 2020. This is just before that COVID crash. But you can see, that's actually really interesting, isn't it? You can see resistance flipped into support here. That's very interesting. So just something we noticed. It's pretty, Verasity is pretty obvious. It's getting crazy oversold right now. You can see on the RSI, obviously the market down so much recently, basically everything just rolling over and rolling over. We have seen the stock market, dropping points left and right, which has led to Bitcoin selling off, which in turn has led to Verasity selling off. But it looks as like, in our opinion, we may be reaching the head of this issue. You can see we've come down under this resistance that we have been stuck under here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 times on this RSI we have been stuck under resistance here quite clearly, and pretty obvious in our opinion that sooner or later, considering that we now are touching these oversold levels, almost as oversold as the that March 2020 crash, by the way, which was a black swan event, and to our knowledge we haven't had a black swan event happen. Obviously there has been some political unrest over the past few weeks, especially in the in those eastern areas that have been in the news all the time. Obviously continued concerns about inflation and interest rates, but we haven't seen a full-on black swan event, and yet we are acting in the market as if that's happened. So in our opinion, sooner or later we are going to see a bounce from this. Obviously we have said this a lot, and people are always going, oh well, it didn't happen. You said in this video you said in this video that we'd have the massive bounce, and it didn't happen. But these things take time to form, and they're not going to happen instantly. We can't just post a video and instantly predict that we'll have a 50% rally in the market on the same day. It's very unlikely that's going to happen. But based on what we're seeing in the charts, and based on reason and logic, you would expect that sooner or later the market is going to have a reversal, because it's very oversold right now. We're seeing bullish divergences in terms of momentum on the histogram here, on the daily time frame, so lots of confluence. We're getting into oversold territory on this asset. Bitcoin is also very oversold, the most oversold it's been since that crash, of a black swan event crash as well. So you would strongly predict that sooner or later we are going to see a bit of a renaissance in the market, wouldn't you? And obviously that applies to Verasity as well. We're super bullish on this project. We released a fundamental video about it yesterday, by the way, so go check that out if you haven't already. We really think this project is going to do extremely well. And from what we can see here, I mean, we're coiling up right now potentially for a big move to the upside. From what we can tell, you can see resistance, support, resistance. If we had that one last move to the downside in the market, we'd be coming down towards this 1.3 1.4 cent level here at the bottom of this channel, get the huge reaction in that area, and then probably over the next few months get that move to the upside to the top of the channel towards that 15 maybe 20 cent level coming into June, July. That would be entirely reasonable in our opinion. And obviously if you believe in Elliott waves, as we strongly believe that there is some confluence for that here, you can see you've got your 1 2 3 4, and then if we get that 5th wave, which is similar to the first wave, we could easily be coming up towards that 227 extension at 75 cents, which would obviously be a fantastic target for Verasity, especially with the current price at around 2 cents. So if we just take a look at the short term, then you can see here on the hourly time frame, we've come down, we've formed a range, haven't we? Basically kind of stuck under, you would say, this 050 level. But as we said, for a lot of cryptos, we are potentially forming this inverse head and shoulders for a lot of altcoins. You can see you've got your shoulder, head, and then shoulder like this. And sooner or later, in our opinion, if this does come to fruition, we could see Verasity. We've seen it for VeChain, we've seen it for Polygon, we've seen it for quite a lot of different cryptos. We could see ourselves, heading back up towards at least testing that resistance we've been stuck under. You can see the resistance here that will drag out now. Let me save that so it stays there. This would pretty much perfectly take us up to that resistance level, wouldn't it? You can see that perfectly. That would be your target there at the 618, pretty much at 2.6 cents if it does play out. So overall, we'd say Verasity looking okay. Before we do short-term price predictions, we just would like to direct everyone's attention to our free Discord in the description. Please go check it out. It takes like 10 seconds. Go in the description, look at the free Discord, sign up to it. It takes like 10 seconds. You just have to click the link, and then you'll get you'll put in a waiting room. Basically in 30 minutes, we'll approve you, and you'll get access to all the content that's being posted in there. We've got an amazing community. I think there's over 1,000 people in there now, which is absolutely amazing to see. We're going to be posting daily crypto updates, daily updates on the market, news, daily technical analysis. We've got an amazing passive income community and amazing NFT community as well. Both of those have been giving us some really great calls recently on awesome projects. We really do think that, it's definitely a worthwhile place being. We've seen some pretty good calls in there ourselves that we've taken from, people suggesting projects that they've recently seen. And it's just been amazing. So just go check it out and sign up. There's no reason not to. It's totally free. And if you do want to get an extra edge on the market, you can sign up to the Patreon. Link is also in the description. I think it's $9.99 a month, and you'll get access to our private part of the Discord, where you'll get daily signals for Bitcoin, for potential trading opportunities. We've got Alpha, which is basically going to be these super risky but potential incredibly rewarding opportunities. We've got, maxi moves, which is essentially when we talk about some of the moves we've been personally making in the market. There's absolutely loads of content. So if you want to sign up to that as well, you can head over to the Patreon and become a crypto maximalist today. So with that being said, short-term price predictions here. If we're rolling over, obviously heading to the bottom of the range at that 1.75 cent area. A further roll would see us head to that 0.38 level at 1.6 cents. And if this does play out, this inverse head and shoulders, we could be heading up towards that 618 level, above 2 cents, well up to that 2.6 cent level. And then in the long term, as we said, we're super bullish on Verasity. We think it's going to do extremely well. And, in this next year, we do predict that we do think Verasity could be heading up towards 50 cents to $1 if the market behaves. So that's it, guys. We'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos we post every single day. Make sure to join the Patreon or YouTube membership to support us, as well as getting a ton of benefits. Crypto Maximalists will get access to daily signals, coin calls, alpha on new projects, 10x potential cryptos, and insight into our own personal moves, while Maximalist Gold takes you beyond, giving you a look at our personal portfolio, super low cap gems, and a 100x potential portfolio, and constant access to us personally as a resource. We're constantly in the Discord posting daily and chatting to members, and we'll be hosting giveaways soon, so come join the community rich in value and content. If you're serious about your education, you can also sign up to our newly launched Udemy course, which comes as standard with the Basics of Technical Analysis 10-part course, which details an overview of everything we do on this channel regarding chart theory, with examples and demonstrations. We'll also be adding multiple times a week to 2 other courses on our Udemy, which will be the Market Psychology and Strategies and Crypto Deep Dives and Ratings courses. These will be constantly updated into the future to provide value to the most dedicated of the community to knowledge and learning. We get continuous questions regarding technical analysis, particular cryptocurrencies, and for advice in